All successful lawyers are learners. They should be ready to learn something new all the time. They should be striving to educate themselves all the time. I really do believe that when a person stops learning, they might as well be dead.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That is the truth. All successful lawyers are learners, and that just hits the nail on the head, as to I guess why you're so good at what you do. I wonder, as you're sharing with us the struggles, so to speak, in chapter 3, am I correct that when you are researching and writing in the way that you do a piece of history, you don't always know what your story is going to be?
oh, correct. But when I say correct,
Mm-hmm.
you research one issue, and that opens up other issues.
Mm-hmm.
And you go down that that path, so to speak, and sometimes you run into a new path, and sometimes you run into a dead end. You say, I wasted my time on that. So you never really know. But you try to have a vision, and this is the same thing. Believe me, this is the same thing with writing a brief and writing a judicial opinion. You try to have a vision for, okay, what's all this going to look like when I'm done, and your outline, may, when I say evolve, it may be amended. Who knows how many times as you go forward. But if you can write a good lead, and that's what I remember. I did represent the Atlantic City Press for 20 years, and so I worked with a lot of really good writers. The press back in its prime had some damn good writers, and Chuck Reynolds, who was publisher, former reporter, he said, Nelson, you got to be able to write a lead and distill everything down into a couple hundred words, and it's sort of like shining a light, forward, so that the reader knows where you're going. And he said, if you can do that, then you're able to tell your story. And so I knew that I had to be able to do that with all of the books that I wrote, and I knew that I had to be able to do that with every brief that I wrote, and with every judicial opinion I wrote. You have to let the reader know where you're going starting out, but because you got to know where the hell you're going when you're starting out.